It started as a simple adventure, an innocent exploration into the forgotten corners of her grandmother's estate. Sarah had always been curious, and today she ventured into the attic, a place she had never dared to enter before. The air was thick with dust and the smell of old wood, the floorboards creaking under her weight as she stepped deeper into the forgotten space. In a corner, covered by an old moth-eaten cloth, she found a large wooden chest. Her heart raced with excitement. She opened it slowly, revealing a collection of odd antique items, old books, yellowed photographs, and at the very bottom, a small porcelain doll. It was beautiful, though unsettling, its eyes unnaturally bright against its cracked face. There was something about it that made Sarah feel uneasy, but she couldn't resist taking it. That night, she placed the doll on her nightstand, intending to clean it the next day. As she lay in bed, a strange chill settled over her room. The wind howled outside, but it was the soft whispering that sent a shiver down her spine. She couldn't make out the words, but it sounded like faint chanting, like a voice coming from within the walls. She turned on the light, but nothing was there. Nothing but the doll, its eyes wide open, staring directly at her. Her pulse quickened, but she brushed it off as just nerves. As the days went on, strange things began happening. The doll would move when she wasn't looking. It would be sitting up on the nightstand one moment, then lying down the next, its cracked face always staring at her. One night, Sarah decided to leave the doll downstairs, hoping it was just her mind playing tricks. But the next morning, it was back on her nightstand, its cold, porcelain fingers gripping the edge as if it had climbed up by itself. Desperate for answers, Sarah researched the doll. What she uncovered sent a chill through her veins. An old legend about a dollmaker who had gone mad and trapped the souls of the children he had once made dolls for. His creations were said to become possessed, cursed to seek out new victims. The doll she had found was one of them, known for whispering to its owner, drawing them in until it could claim their soul. Frantic, Sarah locked the doll in a box and buried it in the backyard, hoping to be rid of it. But that night, the whispers returned, louder than ever. "You can't escape me." Sarah ran downstairs, only to find the doll sitting in the middle of the living room, its eyes glowing in the dark. The house was shaking now, the walls groaning as if something was coming from beneath. The ground beneath her feet cracked open, revealing a hidden staircase leading into a vast, dark tunnel. The doll's voice echoed from below, inviting her into its realm. Sarah had no choice but to follow, the darkness swallowing her as she descended deeper into the earth. The tunnel seemed endless, the air thick and damp, and the whispers grew louder with each step, urging her forward. Finally, she reached a chamber, and at its center was an altar with dozens of other dolls, each one staring lifelessly, their eyes unblinking. The doll she had brought into her home was there, sitting in the center, smiling at her with a twisted grin. "You're part of us now," it whispered, its voice 1,000 voices at once. As Sarah reached out to touch it, the walls began to close in, the doll's eyes flickering to life, and she realized, too late, that the curse was not just on the doll, it was on everyone it had ever touched. The last thing she heard before everything went black was the doll's final whisper, "Welcome to the family."